Hey everybody, we are live on your Wednesday morning. We've got the Reeperbahn Express behind us. We have a storm coming in. You can see the plows just getting ready. You can see the cloud cover coming through. So we're excited. More snow is on the way for 2022. I'm Tricia Swenson and the show starts now.
Hi, I'm Tricia Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Life.
We are VDL.
VDL. We are VDL.
Yes, we are. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday morning here in the Vail Valley. I'm your host here in the studio, Ashley LaFleur, and we have a great one in store for you. Now, a little bit of light snow falling as we are kicking off this show. Tricia will be live in Vail. We just saw her over at Golden Peak this morning. We're going to jumpstart your New Year's resolution at the Midterm Fitness Club. Also, McCoy Park, Beaver Creek's newest terrain, is opening soon. We'll get a little preview for you. Also, watches and their watchmakers at Betteridge. It's really fascinating, the employees that they have at Betteridge and also the selection. So really, really special. And then, of course, some more winter activities outside of skiing, Vail snowshoe tours. So we'll get kind of a look at what you can do off the slopes, as well as your headlines, your weather events, and so much more. And of course, as always, if you're watching us on YouTube or on Facebook, please drop us a little comment. We love to hear from you throughout the show. It makes me so happy to be able to include you in what we're doing. So if you have any questions, also just, if you want to let us know where you're watching from and what you're up to today, that would be very welcome as well. So first thing, it's there's a little bit of snow out there. I was surprised. It's very warm, especially compared to Monday when I was out in the field and it was, 13 below when I left my house in Eagle. It was 28 today. So that felt like a really nice little treat. Also, just a little bit of light snow falling first thing this morning. It's all brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, where you can find those elevated savings right at exit 205 along I-70. And so today we're going to be seeing those temperatures kind of staying in the upper 20s in Vail. And we are going to be seeing some wind gusts out there, maybe up to 32 miles an hour. So consistent wind. And also we're looking at kind of more intense snow building as we go into the afternoon and this evening. We do have a winter weather advisory that's in effect right now, but mostly it sounds like what the National Weather Service is saying is that it's going to be really impacting those areas above 8,500 feet, and both Vail and Beaver Creek sit at 8,200 feet. So most likely we'll see the bulk of the snow up on the mountains instead of down on the roads. And Joel Gratz from OpenSnow.com is saying anywhere between 8 to 16 inches. National Weather Service is saying between 6 to 12 inches. So we're looking like some good accumulation out there, right? And if you're going to be going over to Vail, where Tricia is today, in the last 7 days, 14 inches over there. And they currently have 69% of their terrain open. So 219 of their 317 trails are open. They also have 22 of 33 lifts operating. And at Beaver Creek today, they have about 107 of their 169 trails operating, which is 63% of their terrain. So thank you so much to the outlets for this weather and mountain report. But let's send things out to someone who's right next to the mountain in Golden Peak this morning, Tricia Swenson. So, the other day we were talking about a great way to get to the slopes, like the fastest, the least number of steps. And you're saying Golden Peak is where it's at.
You know what? I've counted. It's not official, but according to my little legs, this is the quickest way to get from the bus to the lifts, and that's the Reeperbahn Express. But we are at the Golden Peak base area, and this is adjacent to the Children's Ski School right over here. The Ski and Snowboard Club Vail is just beyond that. We've got the Reeperbahn Express, which is has two stopping points. You can either get off at the midway point or go all the way up, and that'll take you to the base of Chair 11. And then the bus stop is right here. And the nice thing about this is the fact that these buses have the signs have the listing for how many minutes you have to wait. So 6 more minutes till you have to wait for this bus. And then it has all the bus stop locations right here. And then you have lift tickets. you have a ski school, you have rentals, retail. You forgot your goggles, they've got it for you. And then actually, when you come around here, this is where you're gonna see. Oh, we got some snacks for you. I got your Gatorades if you need. And then you're going to be heading on up, and they've got your grooming report. They've got the maps. So you can kind of start to plan your day. Ski school, you can get your ski school lessons out of here as well. It's really quiet here right now, so no lines right now. But actually, this is the way to go. This is the way to go if you want to get up to the mountain quickly, because you can park in either structure. Vail Village structure, if that gets full, you can go to Lion's Head. I mean, you can easily go to the village and go to the Lion's Head portals. But if you've got a lot of little kids and, a lot of gear and equipment, it might be nice just to have the shorter walk from this area right here.
I could not agree more. Also, Tricia, I love that it's so fast to get from the parking structures to Golden Peak. I mean, you and Barry hopped on that bus right before we were coming to you. And it was like, I don't know, minute and a half flat. It was super fast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think it doesn't even stop anywhere. It may stop at a Hanson Ranch Road. You can pull the little cord if you need to get off at some locations. Inside is Larkspur Restaurant. I think you can get reservations there for lunch. And then there's the Larkspur Marketplace. I'll check and see if that's open. That's a good place to get some grab and go snacks, as well as, just some, some drinks, some coffee, that sort of thing. This is also a beginner area. Gopher Hill is what is behind me now. And Chair 12 services Gopher Hill. This is a fixed script, 2-seater. So not as modern as a lot of our high-tech chairs, but then the Reeperbahn Express is right behind me. You'll see a lot of the Ski Club Vail kids training, the athletes training, and they got their fancy poles and their ski suits and everything. They'll be in line with you. It's kind of fun to ride the lift with them to find out what they're doing. Are they going to the JOs, the Junior Olympics? Are they, are they trying to get on the freestyle team like Kai Owens or Tess Johnson? Who are their inspirations? Because we have so many inspirational athletes that have come out of Ski and Snowboard Club Vail, which is, like I said, just a little bit of ways, a couple of buildings down from us. They have a very brand new facility, just beautiful facility there. But up here you can see some of the areas where they train too. So those roped off areas are not for the general public. Those roped off areas are going to be for the skiers and riders that are in Ski and Snowboard Club Vail.
You know who I'm inspired by is you while you are hiking and talking to get yourself up there to Golden Peak this morning. You can tell that Trish is a local, right? And that like 8,200 feet of elevation, no big deal. I'm just going to walk and talk and show you and still be able to breathe at the same time. But it looks like you're a little poof on the top of your hat. It's a little bit windy out there.
Yeah, you know what? This is picking up. And one thing I noticed is, the roads were good already this morning, just because we haven't seen much accumulation yet. It was lightly snowing when I left Edwards, but the plows, the lights, the plows, and they're not moving new snow. They're rearranging snow from previous storms because they're getting ready. They're prepping. And I saw this one right by the Main Vail roundabout on the frontage road where the overflow of cars parked, and it was the big cat with the auger. I mean, this auger was huge, and then pushing the snow out. So they're moving that really hard packed snow to make room for new snow. So you know when all you see is plows, they're going to their destination, they're prepping. Then you have a feeling that this must be a big storm we have coming in the next 24, 36 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And actually, Rodney Travis is our first chatter of this morning. Rodney's saying, does the I-70 pedestrian crosswalk get snow inside, or is it enclosed? Good question, Rodney.
It gets snow inside. It has this covering, but it's see-through. It's like a little fence. It's almost like a chain link fence, and so that's what the crosswalk has. So, but they plow the walking paths, the sidewalks, the trails, that are used for biking and walking along Gore Creek. those are kept pretty clear. So you could still, I saw a gal running. She had her headlamp on, so she must have been finishing a run. She started out when it was dark and it was wrapping up as we're seeing a little daylight here.
Oh, yeah. And we can see some people doing a little uphill behind you as well on Golden Peak, just over your shoulder. Those three people just kind of like walking up the mountain. There they are, right under that lift. Yep, amazing. Our active community here in the Vail Valley, including Tricia herself as she walks and talks to introduce us to what's going on this morning. Okay, well, listen, we're going to give you a little break, even though you don't need to catch your breath because apparently you're superhuman. Oh, who are you waving to?
Well, I'm just kind of looking at the lift. So they just kind of fired it up to get it warmed up, and they do that pre-run before they open at 8:30. But actually, what I'll do on my way back is we'll walk from here to the village because it's not a very long walk. And what I'm saying is, when you see that line long at Golden Peak, and you forget about this one, you just if you see the line long at the at Gondola 1, which is at Mount Plaza. Don't forget about Golden Peak. You can easily walk over there with your skis, with your snowboard, and it's a couple of blocks. It's not very long, and it'll get you warmed up. It's good for you.
Yeah,
As my dad
I
would
like it.
say, it's good for you. It's good for you. Remember when your dad would say, "Oh, come on, it's good for you. Just keep walking, keep walking."
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. There's so many instances that we could talk about that with that. But okay. All right. Well, we'll come back to you guys. See where you are on your next little adventure as you start walking around and heading over to Vail Village. Thank you so much, Tricia. And also, be like Rodney. Chat with us on Facebook, on YouTube. And don't forget that you can find us locally on Outside TV Channel 17. So we're really excited for that partnership, and we're excited that all of you are joining us this morning. Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to have a look at your headlines. We'll also look at what's going on with your road conditions and so much more as we kick off this Wednesday.
A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates,
Road reports.
party info, food and fun.
We are VDL. Well, I had to get myself a little personality juice, otherwise known as Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Nordic Blend. Thank you, Emma, for putting that together this morning.
We need some more coffee.
Part of my New Year's resolution is to try to reduce some of my caffeine intake. It's not working. So I think I've already somewhat failed this morning. Although, let me just tell you, that Nordic Blend just really gives you that little boost that you need. So whether it's, non-caffeinated, caffeinated, or maybe you just need a little breakfast empanada, you can find that over at Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea at either one of their locations, either their roastery in Midterm or their second location at Beaver Creek. Now let's talk about what's going on with our headlines. Oh, also, Lindy is saying for the I-70 pedestrian crosswalk, we were talking about, Rodney was asking if it gets snow inside, if it's enclosed. And Lindy says it's not enclosed, it's just fenced in. Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's almost like a chain link fence kind of idea. Also, Lindy putting out our new YouTube channel. If you haven't found it yet, where to subscribe. So thank you so much for sharing all of that, Lindy. Appreciate it. Okay, so also, let's take a look at what's going on with the headlines. So first of all, you can see some sweet skiing shots on the front cover. Michaela Schifrin once again, and also the main headline, not past the peak just yet. We've seen like the peak traffic with our visitors for the holidays kind of leaving town, but what Vail health officials are saying is that they're still seeing a rise in hospitalizations, including 4 recent pediatric cases. So if you'd like to learn more about that, that is on page A3. Now, on page A2, we have Tess Johnson. So she is setting her sights for her second Olympics, and a really fascinating read about, first of all, like what's been going on with her holidays and some of the challenges that they've been facing as part of the U.S. team and what they're looking at as they're trying to get their spot to get into the Olympics. So really fascinating to learn more about what's going on behind the scenes with our Olympic athlete, or our potential Olympic athletes. And Tess Johnson, of course, is a local favorite, and we certainly hope that she gets on that team and gets to represent us for the second time in the Olympics. Now, also, Eagle County students returned to school in person after their holiday break, so you can learn more about what's going on there with teachers and students and how COVID's impacting them. And then also, this is probably the best article in the paper, right? Is that we could see up to 18 inches of new snow by Thursday morning. That's according to opensnow.com. I'm sorry, Joel Grass is saying 8 to 16 inches. And so we have a winter weather advisory in effect that's going through Thursday morning. So just be aware of that. And it's exciting to see, the different totals. So National Weather Service, anywhere between like 6 to 12, and then Joel Grass saying 8 to 16. Regardless, it looks like we could be seeing some good snow by the time we get into Thursday morning. So thank you to Sean Naylor for that. And then once again, Michaela Schifrin, and just kind of an update on what's going on with the overall World Cup standings. So you can catch all of that on page 825 today in the paper. So thank you so much to the Vail Daily for all of those interesting headlines. Now let's talk roads. I tell you what, yesterday was a bit of a doozy. Both Emma and I got a chance to experience the traffic that was I-70 and Highway 6 going to Eagle yesterday. They basically were doing some closures to help to remove some of the cars that were like on the sides of the roads, and also to like move some of that snow around in preparation for the upcoming storms. But man, did it cause some delays. So thankfully though, the roads have significantly improved since Monday. Like Monday morning's commute was super there was so much black ice out there, and even yesterday it was still very, very icy. And then of course with some of the warmer temperatures, we've seen those road conditions improve. So looking at the cameras along I-70 today, you can see that the roads are actually black, right? Like you can actually see the roadways very clearly here. Of course, there are still some snowpack spots, some icy spots. And then looks like half a mile east of Vail, there's something going on in that median right there. I can't really tell what that is. Looks like that's a plow truck is what that is. But you can also see the headlights shining off the road. So it looks like it is getting a little bit wet on Vail Pass because we do have some snow that is falling first thing this morning. So, as always, just kind of keeping it nice and slow. And also, I did just get the indicator light on my car this morning that I'm out of washer fluid, right? Because of the way that the snow is melting on the roads, that it is, it's popping up on your windshield. And then of course your headlights are also gonna be a little bit more dim because they're getting dirty. So every time you stop to get gas, clean off your headlights, and then also pick up some of that washer fluid. I will be doing that today. Let's check in with Tricia and Barry and see where they are. They were started off in Golden Peak this morning. Actually, they started off in Vail Village. They took the bus. Oh, what do you do? Oh, are you recruiting members to be on the show?
Yes. I'm recruiting. Okay.
Hey, good morning.
Okay,
Come on in.
Your name, sir?
Jeff Hopkins.
Jeff Hopkins. Okay, Ashley, I've watched Jeff go up and down with 2 pairs of skis on his shoulder. I thought, I got to ask him what's going on. So, Jeff, you are transferring the skis for the family.
That's what I do.
Best
Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
Get him up here. more or less they have to carry, more runs they get, and that's the most important thing.
Exactly.
Skiing.
And okay, how big is the group that you're with?
We're a total of 5.
Total of 5. Okay.
Yes.
And what ages are the skiers and snowboarders?
Okay, we're an all skier family.
Okay.
Ages, we are at 16, 14. Won't say.
That's fine.
Older. And then my father-in-law also
Okay.
up in age, but he's still killing it on the slopes.
So
Yes,
multi-generations out there.
that's what we do.
That's what skiing and snowboarding is all about, is bringing out the group. But this is so nice. You guys are staying just across the street at Manor Vail.
We are, yes.
But it is a haul, so Dad's bringing up the skis to Golden Peak right here, the Rebun Express. How many days have you been here already?
We've skied 2, but we're doing a road trip with my kids, and we met my wife and her father here.
Okay.
So we've been to Crested Butte for a couple days, Breck for a couple days. Now we're hitting Vail.
Fully
Good
using
stuff.
the Epic Pass.
We are using the Epic. Epic Pass.
Did you hit Crested Butte when they got the 20 inches?
Yes.
How was it?
It was awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's so
I
cool.
put my kids in the middle of their rope drop, full of the Chargers, just to experience the energy of everybody just buying, and so that was fun.
Okay. Now, what's your route today? Where do you like to go when you're on Vail Mountain?
We head up this lift.
You go to a left. You go to Northwoods.
We go to North Star.
Yeah.
We like that run. It's kind of got the roller coaster vibe to it. Perfect corduroy in the morning, which is great.
Yeah.
Warm up on that. Then we kind of work around, check out the backside.
Yeah.
Today it's going to be windy. But
we'll
stay toward the front.
Okay, and then windy. When it's windy, visibility a little bit more difficult. So maybe hit China Bowl this morning, and then come back to the front side. If you like those kind of roller coaster rollers, you might like Gandy Dancer in the Northwoods Bowl.
Okay.
So check that out.
I definitely will.
Okay, and then after you're done, are you too tired to go out and about? Or are you just back in the hot tub, or what does the family do?
So we do very early lunch, and then depending on how the day goes today, we may even zip over after lunch to Beaver Creek just to check that off.
Yes!
Come back. Yes. Then we'll do early dinner if we can get in anywhere. Reservations are very difficult now.
Yeah.
Hard to get in, but we'll find somewhere that'll take us.
Yeah.
And then early bed. We're just skiers.
Okay, there we go. That's how they're doing it. That's how they're the Hopkins.
That's
how the Hopkins family is doing it. That's how they roll. Okay, hey, I'll let you get going. I'm sure you have to make some eggs for the whole family or bacon or something. He's doing it all. He's up early. Ashley, any questions for Jeff this morning?
No, that's awesome. I'm so impressed. You're going to Vail and you're going to Beaver Creek. You already got Crested Butte. Man, what an adventurous family. I love it. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for being on the show and, being willing to let us ambush you first thing before 9 a.m. It's amazing. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for that. Tricia, we're going to come back to you here in a little bit. We'll see who else you can get on the show. Oh my gosh, what a good sport. But how cool. Whole family of skiers. Em and I were just talking about that. So Tricia, how cool. What dedication, right? To get out.
Well, okay, at first I thought, I saw him come up and he's got 2 skis, and I thought, okay, maybe he's a ski club Vail coach. Although, those athletes, they're all backpacked out, they're holding all their own gear, they're tough kids. But and then I saw him again. I'm like, I gotta ask him what's going on. Hey, but Ashley, I got another thing I gotta point out. If you lost a little tiny backpack hydro pack, I found it for you.
You did.
I've also found a sled. Okay. There's all sorts of things down here. So when you leave for the day, and I'm sure Jeff checks all the equipment when they get back to the condo, but we just have random things out here. And let me tell you, this guy, I think, had a date with a snowcat. Okay, this thing must have gotten left out there and gobbled up.
I hope that's how that happened.
Don't. Look at it. Do you want to know what skis are made of?
This
is it. Look at there. Wood core. I wonder if that's pine. What is that? We got the...
I hope they put the deposit down on their rental.
Fiberglass and wood.
We got some fiberglass. We got some wood. The Viking's still on. But we can't find the mate. It may have had a bigger fate than this one. Look at right here. Whoa. Unrepairable.
My gosh.
So
Yeah.
So don't let it happen to you. Look at these
Oh,
little
look at
tiny
little
things.
nugget skis. Those are so
Probably
cute.
going up on chair 12. Gopher
Right.
Hill. They don't even fit on this. We got to put them in here. Okay, so Ashley, what I'm saying is, collect your stuff at the end of the day. Oh, there's a pair of. Look at this.
Oh.
We have some socks.
Oh.
Looks like some pretty brand new.
Oh, that's.
I don't know, darn tough or smart wool.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's a
the
unique...
boots might have been hurting.
Okay.
So they took off the boots. They took off the socks. There's probably some crying and carrying going on.
Can this be a new segment on the show?
Yeah.
Tricia Lost and Found.
Yeah,
with Tricia
Emma's asking if this could be a new segment where we just do Lost and Found with Tricia.
I've never seen this much stuff being left.
That ski though is blowing my mind. I really hope that happened after they got off the hill. What is this?
Wild Ernst. I've never heard of the ski shop. If you're looking for your skis, they're here.
All right.
We've got
Wild Ernst.
We've
got them. Okay. Well, I'm excited to see what else you find out there on this Wednesday investigation edition of our show.
Investigative reporting. Let's find the owners.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we're going to come back to you here in just a minute, but we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we'll have a look at what's going on up at Beaver Creek. Also, if you'd like to help kind of stay on track with those New Year's resolutions, if they are fitness-based, we have a really cool place where you can do that. And so much more still ahead on your Wednesday show. So stay with us.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
Get your arms up. Hours of operation, whenever you need to feel good. The club has no dress code. You got this. No rules of decorum. Pets are allowed.
Now we're squat jumping up a storm. Quick.
You don't have to show your card at the door.
Breathe naturally.
There is no door to the club. There is no ceiling. And if you have 10 minutes,
Come on.
20, 30, and if you're wearing one of these, let's go.
Subaru and our retailers believe in giving back. That's why, in difficult times, we provided 150 million meals to Feeding America. And now, through the Subaru Share the Love event, we're helping even more. By the end of this year, Subaru will have donated over $225 million to charity. This is what it means to be more than a car company. This is what it means to be Subaru.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Okay, welcome back. So it's Wednesday, and we are looking ahead to what's going on with some great events you definitely want to be a part of this month up at Beaver Creek. So first of all, coming up the week of January 20th through the 23rd, we have the Beaver Creek Winter Culinary Weekend returning. And if you've never been a part of this weekend, it is so special. They bring in these incredible chefs, also winemakers, and then they pair all of this with on-mountain adventures. So incredibly cool. So like for instance, they have at Alpine and Antlers, they do a little après on Thursday, January 20th. Then there's also on Friday, there's a guided snowshoe excursion and gourmet luncheon. Delicious. Then there's also on Friday a culinary collaboration wine paired dinner at Hooked. And I mean, it just keeps going. On Saturday, ski, eat, ski. I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun. There's mixology in the mountains. There's wine, glassware, and a tasting seminar. So there's a sunset snowshoe and Sunday supper that would be part of this year's event. So if you would like to get tickets, it always ends up selling out. So you want to go to beavercreek.com/culinary to get those tickets. And again, that's taking place the 20th through the 23rd of this month. Really, really special and so decadent if you've never been a part of it. Also coming up on the 16th is the return of the Beaver Creek Snowshoe Series. And this is something that if you have not been a part of any of their events that they put on, let me just tell you, it is so top notch. So for adults, it's $40 a person. But I did this a couple years ago, and I'm seriously considering doing it again because it was so much fun. You don't necessarily have to race, right? You can just leisurely enjoy your snowshoe adventure up on the mountain. And then there's some food, there's raffles afterward, and they just kind of roll out the red carpet for you. It is so special. So beavercreek.com/events is where you can go to get more information. But, with all of this talking about activities, a lot of you, I'm sure, have New Year's resolutions that revolve around fitness. And actually in the paper today, there's a little bit of an article about how to really stay on track with that. And one of the people that's quoted in that article happens to work over at the Midterm Fitness Club. And maybe you're like, what? Midterm Fitness Club? I didn't realize they had a fitness club. Oh, yes, they do. And some of the best athletes in the world train over there. And Ty had a chance to find out a little bit more about how you can go and enjoy this facility. It's also surprisingly affordable. Let's take a look.
Hey everyone, Ty Diaz here at 1000 Malloy Park Road in Minturn. This is the location of the Midterm Fitness Center. Here to tell us more about where we are, Kevin Roop. How are you?
Hello. Well, thanks for coming over, Ty. This is awesome. Give us the opportunity to tell you a little bit about the Midterm Fitness Center. We are a nonprofit fitness center. It's a partnership between the town of Minturn and Ski Club Vail. So we serve the community. We serve the whole Vail Valley, not just Minturn. So anybody can be a member here. We have people from all the country that are members, but then we also have the athletes from Ski Club that train here, and then we have athletes, high-end athletes from all over the world that come in here and train.
The equipment here, to top of the line, this place certainly looks like a world-class community fitness center or gym. And tell us about some of the features that are here. These stations are looking fantastic.
Well, we have all kinds of bikes. We have our spin bikes, we have Peloton, and also in the back we have a really nice cycling room with the Wahoo Smart Trainers. We have for our equipment, for machines, we have the Kaiser machines, all run on compressors. What is nice about this is the air compressor, we have constant force working against us.
Wow.
A little bit different than your regular weight machines. Then we have top of the line Kaiser free weight equipment. Anything you need, battle ropes, all kinds of cardio. You can see tons of treadmills, just a little bit of everything. So we got everything here.
One of the first features just making our way out here is just taking in all of nature and all of these views, and we're working out smack dab in the middle of all of this. How long has the Minturn Fitness Center been here?
We've been here about 8 years. So as I said, it was a partnership between the town of Minturn and Ski Club. We've got the academy over here where all the kids go to school and they come over here and work out. They work out all summer. But also, right out the door, we have great Nordic trails and hiking trails in the summer. So if you want to get a workout in and then be outside, it's real easy.
Tell us about the membership program.
Okay, we have some of the least expensive memberships in the valley. Also, our personal training rates are very inexpensive.
Also looking at this location, it's one of those things where we want to know the hours of getting into a gym. And what are the hours?
Well, our hours now are from 5 in the morning till 9 at night, Monday through Friday. And on the weekends, we're open from 8:30 in the morning till 11:30 in the morning. As we move to a key fob system, those will probably expand, making it a lot easier for access here.
The views are fantastic. This is the Minturn Fitness Center, and as you're looking around, so much nature. You would think that's a little out of the way, but when you get here, it's a nice piece of workout paradise, honestly.
Exactly.
That is 1000 Malloy Park Road in Minturn. It is the Minturn Fitness Center. We thank you very much for having us.
Thanks, Todd.
Hey, you should stop by and take a look around.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube, on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
Huh. Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
So our weather is kind of just cloudy and moody this morning. We have just some very, very light snow that started first thing this morning, but we have more snow on the way. So you can see pretty nice clear shot here of the Vail Valley and the valley floor. But as you look off toward Vail Pass and toward the Gore Range, you can see that we do have that snow really starting to fall in the upper elevations. And that's basically what the National Weather Service is saying. They sent out a winter storm watch yesterday. And so basically it's in effect from this morning till tomorrow morning, especially above 8,500 feet. And just for reference, Vail sits around 8,200 feet. So we're really going to be seeing the bulk of that up on the mountains. And, you know, the amount of snow kind of just varies. So the National Weather Service is saying anywhere between 6 to 12. OpenSnow.com is saying 8 to 16. So we'll see what happens, right? But it looks like we're going to see a good amount of snow by the time we get into tomorrow. So that is great news. And if you're going to be going over to Vail today, 219 of their 317 trails are open. That's 69% of their terrain. And 22 lifts operating, and they start at 8:30. Over at Beaver Creek, they start opening their lifts at 9 a.m. And currently they have about 63% of their terrain open with 107 lifts out of their 169 trails. So whether you're going to Vail or Beaver Creek, definitely more terrain to choose from than what we've been seeing, right? Leading up to the last couple weeks. So exciting to see that new terrain opening. And a big thank you to our weather sponsors for bringing us a look at what's going on with the weather in the mountains. Live Sotheby's. Also, hey, Dan Elliott, wondering where the YouTube channel went to. I know, right, Dan? So new year, new YouTube channel. Thank you to Lindy for posting that in our comments on the Vail Daily Live Facebook page. So you can find that link if you need to find it. Thank you. Yeah, there it is right there. So thank you to Lindy for posting that. So Dan, hi. Yeah, good morning. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us this morning. Now, also Tricia is live out in Vail. We'll see if she's found any more treasures at Golden Peak. It just looks like that wind is really starting to pick up where you are.
You know what? But it feels fine. You know, our temperatures are so much warmer than what we've had since the beginning of the week that it's not bothering me. And I'm just exploring Golden Peak and seeing some cool things. I just saw a mom and her son and their dog, and the son was all kitted out with Ski and Snowboard Club Vail gear. He had all the race gear coming on, so he was like, it's almost like being walked to school. But they go skiing in the morning and then school in the afternoon. Their dog is with them. Pretty cool. We can see some of the Ski and Snowboard Club Vail, some of the Yellow Jackets, some of the Ski Patrol getting ready to load the lift, the Rivabon Express. So that's happening right down here. And then we're right in front of Gopher Hill, which will be open at 8:30 for all the beginners. They do a lot of beginner lessons right in this area. The children's ski school is adjacent to the Rivabon Express. And then another thing I wanted to show you is a lot of kids in the ski school will check out Skicology. But this is open for anyone to check out. These are little signs that you're going to find on the sides of various runs. And they're going to have little tidbits and facts. So this one says, how does the creation of the ski run affect small animals like the hare's habitat? Well, when ski runs are created, some habitats are lost. However, ski areas have found that they can pile logs in the forest alongside the ski runs. and that can recreate these homes. And you can help by creating animal habitats at your home, maybe a little log piles or a little birdhouse. So I love Ski-cology. They have this over at Beaver Creek as well, and it's just so cool to see a lot of learning, learning about nature can be found on the slope. So once again, a lot of the ski schools will stop at these signs, but anyone can stop and learn a little bit with Ski-cology, which is a big thing at Vail and Beaver Creek.
Oh, that's so cool, Tricia. I love that. And I also loved it that we can start to see some of the snowflakes that are hitting your hat, so we can see that snow moving in. And so also, something that I'm excited about, beyond the fact that you have these little pieces of education, is that Beaver Creek is opening some new terrain this season with McCoy Park. So have you had a chance to go up there and check out that area at all?
No. You know what? I've been up to the top of, Bachelor Gulch, alpine skiing, and then looking back from Mamie's, I could see it, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait they open that. So they've got the 2 lifts that are going to be servicing those areas. And then a lot of these runs are going to be beginner and intermediate trails. I think it's going to be such a treat for families, especially the skier that really doesn't go beyond the blue square. This is going to be a new hot spot for everyone. So I can't wait for them to open it.
Yeah, apparently, so 250 new skiable acres, 17 new trails, and so they're beginner and intermediate groomable glades, but they still have maintained the Nordic aspect as well as the snowshoeing experience that you can have in McCoy Park. And Tricia, I don't know, I'm so excited about the snowshoe series. It's kicking off this month, but the third one, they have 3. So they do one in January, February, and March. And so then the one in March, they do it up at McCoy Park, which is so cool.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, I love how they kind of culminate the whole series with that up in March. And, I think there's so many people that still have never been up there. We kind of call it the other side of the mountain. The other side of Beaver Creek is that Nordic area. And I am glad that they have kept a lot of that track terrain. I think it went from 32 kilometers to maybe 27 now, and the snowshoe trails are still going to be there. So it'll be fun. But I think you're still pretty separate from the alpine skiers, and the snowboarders is separated from the Nordic area.
Yeah, I'm excited to check it out. Obviously, we need Mother Nature to help participate so we can get that open. All right. Well, listen, it looks so great out there. I'm excited to come back to you and see what's next. But right now, we need to take a quick break. So stay with us. We'll be right back with more.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
Maui Jim Sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
We're here at Betteridge, and we're going to talk watches with one of the newest members of the team here at Betteridge. Casey joins us, and you were a watchmaker. I mean, you still are, but that was your craft. So you knew a lot about these, especially IWC.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your history.
Yep, so I was a watchmaker for IWC. I worked at the Richmond Technical Center for 4 years in Dallas. I was working on some of these watches and some of the other ones here, and just recently joined the staff here at Betteridge.
Okay, if you want to talk watches, this is the guy that knows everything that's going on with them. So tell us about why these are some of your favorites.
Yeah, so these are some of the newer collections with IWC. IWC has been making a pilot's watch for many, many decades. This is the new smaller size of the Pilot. Beautiful, beautiful dial, and one of the most unique features about this watch in particular is if you turn it over, you can see the movement, and then we have these quick release straps that makes it really easy to change out when you want to wear black, when you want to wear brown, a lot like the convertible jewelry. So this is a really cool piece.
Okay, a couple different, not just telling time, but we have a couple different readings here.
Yeah, this is a chronograph, which means it's a stopwatch, so you start, stop, and reset on command.
Oh, wow. Okay, awesome. Now, how about this one?
Yeah, next up we have our Portugueser Classic. This is a new watch as well, brand new in-house movement. It's made in a smaller size with a really classic design, just time only, hours, minutes, seconds on that beautiful dial.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And you can see the access to the movement on the back on that one as well. So really, really cool.
Yeah, just mesmerizing looking at that. And then how about this one?
Yeah, this is our Portofino Chronograph, also in a new smaller size with a new dial and strap combination. So we've only until this year have seen these recent additions. So this is a beautiful green dial, green strap on a watch for someone who's looking for a similar look, but in a smaller size.
Okay, perfect. What do you love about watches? How did you get into it in the first place?
So I was kind of unfamiliar to the watch world like everyone else was until I read an article about watchmaking in the Swiss watch industry and how intricate the mechanics are to them. I've always kind of known how to tinker and like tinkering, and so just getting to know how they worked, and it's a craft. I mean, they've been essentially the same for centuries, and we're still using similar mechanical technology.
Definitely. We're mesmerized by these. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on and giving us a little insight. And these are just a few of the many watches that they have here at Betteridge, and they're located right next to the ice rink in Solaris. In your hours?
10 to 6.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
Hey everybody, Tricia Swenson out here, and it's starting to lightly snow, and we want to give you the forecast for today. We're seeing a little bit of wind come through as well, not much, but it is going to be windy this afternoon, and that could affect the lifts. They might be running at a slower speed. Some of the upper elevation lifts may get closed if we see some of the windy conditions come through, but we are in another snow cycle, so we're going to see a winter storm through today all the way through about midday tomorrow. And according to OpenSnow.com, we can maybe see 8, 6, 12 when it's all said and done, especially up above in the higher elevations, above 8,500 feet. Vail is about 8,150, Beaver Creek, same thing. So maybe not as much on the base, or if you're in Edwards or Eagle, down valley, a little bit lower elevation, you won't see as much, but it's good news for the peaks of Colorado to see more snow. So that's a quick look at your weather. Temperature wise, wow, balmy. It's 27 degrees here in Vail right now compared to 10 above yesterday, 2 days ago, and we were in sub-zero temperatures down valley in Edwards and Eagle. So things have warmed up quite a bit because of this cloud cover that has been with us since last night. It's kind of trapped in some of that heat. Terrain wise, well, we opened up the China Bowl and Teacup Bowl last weekend, bringing us to over 60% of Vail being open. Lifts open at 8:30. They close at 3:30 on the front side, and then the back bowls and Game Creek Bowl close at 3, so a little bit earlier. They want to get everyone off the mountains so Ski Patrol can do their sweep. And then over at Beaver Creek, we've got Arrowhead open. We have Betteridge Gulch open, and the main mountain as far as lifts are concerned. But over at Arrowhead, pretty much you're limited to maybe Crusta, and they aren't doing as much grooming as what we're used to. So make sure you're up for that. A lot of people just want to have the corduroy. Watch out for that because with limited employees, they haven't been able to groom as much as what we're used to, like I said. And then over at Batcher Gulch, we've got Sawbuck, we've got Gunders, we've got Grubstake, we got your Cabin Fever, kind of all your favorites in that area. And that's a good place to go if you like some intermediate skiing. And then you can head back to Main Mountain by taking the intertwined catwalk to the base of Chair 12, which is Strawberry Park. And then lower portions of Larkspur Bowl are open for you. But just thought I'd let you know where we're at. So we just walked from Golden Peak over towards Mountain Plaza. So this is a short walk. We're on the Gore Valley Trail. This is a trail that gets plowed. We've got the Christiania Lodge right behind us. And then follow me. Let's go for a little walk. And we'll let you know where we're at. So we're kind of behind your Club One ski lockers, Los Amigos. That's going to be in front of us. Pirate Ship Park is right next to us. So if you have some little ones that aren't quite old enough to do the skiing, well, they can still play in the snow and go to Pirate Ship Park. We got people walking their dogs. We're going to cross over a little Mill Creek right here. That's what I love is there's some, look, check out those little creeks. And we always mention that our creeks and our rivers don't really freeze. Look at this. A little bit of ice, but still, that creek is flowing right underneath there. So this is kind of a cool thing. Can you see the pirate ship flag? I love looking at this. So we've got the pirate ship flag. That's how you can always find Pirate Ship Park. Just look for that flag. But we're approaching Gondola 1. So like I mentioned, if there's a line at Gondola 1 and you're like, I don't want to wait in that, take the walk and you'll walk over towards Golden Peak. You have the beginner area, Gopher Lift over there as well. The Rivermont Express will bring you either all the way to the base of Chair 11, Northwoods Express, or what I like to do is I get off at the midway point and I take the catwalk down to Chair 10. And then I hop on Chair 14 and then I'm in China Bowl. So you kind of avoid some of those lines if you stay on the eastern side and take that route. But ways that you can navigate Beaver Creek and Vail Mountains. You just have to give it a little trial and error. I love how we met that family. Jeff and his family, they're from California, but they're skiers. They know what to do. So they had their route all picked out. Dad was getting the skis all ready to go for everybody. So pretty cool to see how
Tricia,
different families.
This is such an awesome, I love this little tour that you're giving us. This is amazing. Thank you so much for this. And Barry, can we see a little bit more of Pirate Ship Park? So you're getting a little pixelated here. So we're just going to take this photo. But we're going to take a quick little break here. Oh my gosh, this park, right? Like so incredibly cool. It's not only art, but it's also something that your kids can play on and, just make some really cool memories, take some really cool photos. So there's so many other ways that we can also enjoy time off the mountain. So we're going to send it to one of those. We're going to take a quick break before we do that. Tricia, we'll catch up with you here in just a few moments. But actually, Barry, can you go back to that pirate ship? Let's focus on that before we send it into our next little break here. So, one of our favorite things to do beyond skiing is a little snowshoeing. And Tricia had a chance to catch up with one of our favorites, which is Walking Mountain Science Center. And they do these snowshoe tours daily, and you could experience them too. So let's take a look.
You're watching Vail today. I'm Tricia Swenson, and we're going to go snowshoeing with the naturalists from Walking Mountains. We're at the top of Vail Mountain at Eagle's Nest, and joining me now we have Rachel Holland, and she's one of their guides that's going to let us know who's out on the trail with us. And this is something that you guys do daily, right, Rachel?
We do. Every day at 2 o'clock up here on the top of Vail Mountain out of the Nature Discovery Center. We have hikes from 2 to 3.
All right, so it's right next to the Eagle's Nest gondola building, all the other activities here with Epic Discovery. And it's such a wonderful way to get closer to nature. Even in the winter, we can spot nature.
We can. A lot of people think that all the animals are gone and there's not really a lot of nature around, but there is, and we see signs of it on the trail.
Okay, so what's out there? What sort of things are we looking for, or are you able to point out for us?
We can actually see a lot of tracks on the trail. Sometimes we can see some different signs of animals. We don't usually actually see the animals, but we can see what they leave behind. Maybe some scat, some fur if we're lucky.
Yeah, and it's pretty interesting, to know who's out on the trail with you and to identify the scat. Mm-hmm. The kids love that.
Oh yeah, people get very excited just to know that there's animals around. They love the animals here.
Mm-hmm. And what sort of animals are still out and about?
The main ones that are out are usually the red fox, the coyotes, the porcupines, kind of the smaller guys, sometimes mule deer or elk, moose.
Yeah. And what are some of the comments that you get from the people that take the tour?
They love it. I mean, they love that it's free. They love that it's an hour. It's beginner friendly. I have tons of people who have never even used snowshoes before, and they're able to go on the walk perfectly fine. It just kind of gets them out a little bit so they can sort of get a taste of nature.
Yeah.
And it's just so exciting to see that.
And they're going to provide the snowshoes for you. So basically, dress as if you were going to be going skiing. Snow pants, jacket, layers, and then some hiking shoes, running shoes, even snow boots. Kind of work with a lot of these bindings. So if you want to come up, especially if you're already skiing, maybe bring a backpack of your shoes and then do this partway through the day.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of skiers come up here, and non-skiers, we have a little bit of everybody.
Okay, and then what age group is this for?
It's for ages 10 and up, so we don't have snowshoes for the small guys, but we do have snowshoes for everyone else. They're all adjustable, so they can fit pretty much anybody.
Okay, perfect. And then since this is at 2 o'clock, we would need one of those scenic lift tickets, right?
Yep, the scenic gondola pass you can buy down at the ticket office, but after 3:30 it is free, and it also works with a valid ski pass.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, thanks so much. And you do have those evening snowshoe tours.
Yep,
and they've got a lot of offerings that you can learn more by going to walkingmountains.org.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates.
Road reports.
Party info. Food and fun.
We are VDL.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube, on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
Huh. Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
Cute.
All right. Ashley, Barry told me I need to walk the plank. So, which I think might be safer than the slide. I think I just almost threw out my shoulder coming down the slide. All right, here we are, walking the plank. I just left Pirate Park. Hey, it's not very deep. I can step off. It's okay. All right. Actually, the lift line, they have already loaded. It was, a pretty full maze when we started. But, they load people up so quickly that we're looking good right now. So we basically went from Golden Peak to Mountain Plaza, two of the main portals
Don't stress, let her close.
for accessing Vail Mountain. And there was a lot more people here. So if you don't want the lines, I'm not saying you're never going to get a line, but less of a line is likely at Golden Peak.
Can you bring in my voice? All right.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Tricia,
All
can you
right.
hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. Hey, one last look at our weather and our mountain report before we close out this Wednesday edition. So, you can see that snow. It looks like it's coming down even a little bit faster now than it was.
It is. It is coming down a little bit more than what we thought, and but you know what? That's good, and we're going to see it throughout the day. We are in a winter storm cycle from now until tomorrow midday, and wow, slow it down on the roads. It's going to be windy out there, so visibility could be a problem. An issue with drifting snow, especially in the higher elevations. If you're going up over Vail Pass, the Eisenhower-Johnson tunnel approaches, it could get a little dicey, especially up there. But just even on our valley floor, just going through areas like Dow Junction, the S-turns near Walcott. We had a semi removed just yesterday, and that on Monday, and then Glenwood Canyon has had car pileups, so please slow it down on the roads. And then we'll start to see the sunshine again by Friday. Temperature-wise, really not bad at all relative to what we saw earlier this week. We're well above freezing. It's in the upper 20s right now for Vail, and we've got that cloud cover. So we're going to kind of stay with this cycle. Now with the wind, we could be expecting the lifts. They run the lower speed, or sometimes they'll have to close lifts altogether, just depending on how that goes. I think that might happen more this afternoon. But I would hop in the gondola to kind of stay a little protected from the wind. And then make sure you're wearing the goggles. This is a goggle day today. The low light lens, probably a yellowish lens. Don't wear the sunglasses. You're not going to need them. They're going to get all full of snowflakes, and they're not going to do you any good. So that's a quick look at your weather. And once again, little activity happening down here at Mountain Plaza. But if you want to come over to Pirate Ship Park, bring the kiddos. It's kind of a fun little thing to do if they're not quite old enough to ski, or if they're taking a break from skiing.
Awesome,
So that's
Tricia.
a look.
Thank you so much for that. Also, thank you to Betteridge for that weather and mountain report. Those fine jewelry and watches like we saw earlier with that exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris. So just steps away from where you are at Pirate Ship Park. But thank you, Tricia and Barry. And Barry, can you leave us with a beautiful snowy shot? Maybe just turn it right back around. Let's just see if we can leave our viewers with a look. Oh yeah, so gorgeous out there. So make your way over to Vail and make sure you're you're taking it nice and easy on those roads out there. Like Tricia said, we have that winter storm watch in effect until tomorrow morning. Thanks, sirs, for joining us on the show today. We'll be back live at 7:30 tomorrow morning.
Hi, I'm Tricia Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Life.
We are VDL.
BDL.
We are VDL.
we did this summer. Insane. Just very frustrated. I can do this really fast. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna mute everything else. Okay. Alright. Wait, seriously? Ah! Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? What if we did your part by a window with an iPhone? I'm like not super enthused with what is happening.
Who's in the studio tomorrow?
Tricia.
Oh, gotcha.
Why? Reset. Okay. This is good. We're learning and loving life right now. Okay. Okay, we're not frozen.
Got it.